When I was 6, my parents told me I'd be staying with my grandparents for a while. To me, it sounded like a grand adventure. I loved their house. Grandma always had fresh cookies waiting, and she'd let me stay up late watching cartoons. Grandpa would take me to the garden to pick vegetables, even though I wasn't fond of them. I just enjoyed being with him. So when they said I'd live there temporarily, I was excited. I remember my mother being unusually silent that day. Her goodbye hug felt cold, almost robotic. My father was in a hurry, like he had somewhere urgent to be. When he dropped me off, he didn't even come inside, just gave a quick wave and drove away. At 6, I figured he was just busy. Kids don't see the full truth. I didn't realize I was being abandoned. At first, I kept asking Grandma when my parents would return. She'd smile and say, "Soon, dear." I think she believed it too at first, but days stretched into weeks, then months. Grandma stopped giving answers, just looked sad when I asked. Grandpa, usually so upbeat, would grumble under his breath whenever my parents came up in conversation. The truth came from my uncle, my father's younger brother, who never minced words. One day, while I was playing in the backyard, he sat me down on the swing set. He gently explained that my parents weren't coming back anytime soon. They thought it was best for me to stay here, he said. They needed to focus on my sister, who was very ill. Even at 6, that felt wrong. Why couldn't they care for both of us? Why was I sent away? He didn't have answers, and I could sense his frustration with them, even if he didn't say it. That night, I sobbed uncontrollably, the kind of crying that shakes your whole body. Grandma held me on the couch, rocking me gently, saying nothing, just letting me cry. That's when it sank in, they weren't coming back. Living with my grandparents wasn't bad, though. They were warm and loving, doing their best to keep things steady. But they were older, and raising a young child was tough. That's when my uncle and aunt stepped in more. My uncle, who had no kids, started visiting often. At first, he just helped out, fixing things, mowing the lawn, or taking me for ice cream when I seemed down. Over time, it became clear my grandparents couldn't manage full-time. My uncle and aunt offered to take me in. I didn't want to leave Grandma and Grandpa, but they explained it was for the best. "You'll still see us all the time," Grandma promised, and she was right. They lived just a few blocks away. Moving in with my uncle and aunt was a shift. I was used to my grandparents' slower pace, but my uncle and aunt had a different energy. They were stricter about things like bedtimes, but also more vibrant. My uncle played catch with me in the yard, and my aunt let me decorate cookies with her, even though I made a mess of it. By age 8, I started calling them Mom and Dad. They never asked me to, it just felt natural. They were the ones tucking me in, helping with homework, and cheering at my school events. In the upcoming short video, catch the complete story with the channel link provided below.